Hello and welcome to a special homecoming edition of the Marion Stars Wildcat Game Day. We are live from Wildcat Stadium on the campus of Marion High School, where the host Marion Wildcats will welcome Collinsville to town for a homecoming battle and a matchup of two 3-3 teams looking to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, and you always want to win on homecoming first and foremost. Before the season, when you talk about big games that you want to circle on your calendar, you talk about the season opener, conference games, and of course senior night. Probably biggest of them all, Riley, is homecoming, and you always want to win then. With a big crowd expected, it's a great night for football. Fall weather is officially here, and oh yeah, the Wildcats just flat out need a win after back-to-back losses to Cahokia and Centralia. After a great start to the season at 3-1, and winning 3 straight after losing to Carterville by 1 in the opener, Marion is sitting at 3-3 with 3 games to play. Marion must win 2 of those 3, Collinsville, Carbondale, and Mattoon, to become playoff eligible. Wins in all 3 would guarantee a playoff berth. On the other side is Collinsville, who is also 3-3 and is heating up after a slow start to their season, and they have the same stakes on the line for their postseason hopes. So there's lots to play for here tonight.
To the left as Marion starts with the pass. They swing it out to Junious Thomas, follows his blockers, and it's a good one. First down and then some. Still on his feet. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. Across the 40, and there's the big play we were hoping for to start this homecoming showdown, Gage.
Man, second, so you want to get some more possession.
They hand it to Winters, and he's dropped for a loss. Well behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to be dropped like they'll go for it. Roper to pass. With time. He had Hoffman, but instead he went to Thomas, and it goes incomplete. Turnover on.
Keep them from crossing that yellow line and get the ball back on offense.
Yeah, midfield is kind of the first down marker. Wilkinson on the QB keeper does pick up the first down and then some. And a gutsy play there by the quarterback to keep it, and Malachi Cooper stopped him.
To find a way to put a halt to it so they can get the ball back.
They swing it out to the outside, follows a block for a first down, towing that sideline, trying to make a guy miss. Now dragging the pile, trying to break the plane. Did he get across?
He was awfully close. And with a tough challenge right here.
From the right hash, Collinsville trying to finish off the drive with points. Wilkinson's going to keep him himself. He stood up at the goal line. Did he break the plane? They say he did.
This has been a pattern over the last few weeks that you hate to see Marion kind of fall in again, where they're down early, now looking to have to play behind for what seems...
Promising play from Junious Thomas, but the drive stalled. Then the defense allowed Collinsville to answer right back, so they're down 7-0 as Junious Thomas tries to bring this kick back.
Oh, he's
Junious
got room
Thomas
if he gets
blockers, trying to drag a defender, but he gets out to the 50 and Gage at the 3-yard pickup for Thomas. Play action, Roper to pass, over the shoulder pass to Thomas, first Southern Bank, first down, and he's brought down just across the 4.
Out on this right side over here.
Roper looking. He's going to be dropped for a sack and a big loss. Stretch it to a 2-possession lead, and Marion's defense stops him for a loss there. Fans coming alive here on homecoming, and a big 4th down stop as the pass goes incomplete. Marion's defense finally gets off the field, Gage, as it took a few tries after giving up a few first downs, but they get the stop block, and play clock pretty well synced. They give it back to Winters, and he finishes off the first down drive. Another pass. They swing it out to Thomas. He's had some big plays in this game, and here's another. He's off to the races. At the 20, at the 15, the 10, and Junious Thomas with the homecoming touchdown. And Junious on the PAT. The hold from Roper. The kick is more than strong enough and accurate. This a tied game. Collinsville trying to answer back. They sling a deep ball of their own. Max Wade unable to break it up, and Collinsville 1 play later answers right back. And it's Loyal Patterson. We talked about him in the pregame as their number 1 receiver. And it took all of 1 play on kicking into the Hex Center, low kick. And Ryan Godiski will like that one as it stays off the roof as the Maniacs catch it. And this offense operating at quarterback as he's back on the field. A wild throw there. He might have been hit, and it's picked off. Loyal Patterson now picks it off, and he's going to have a return. He's doing it all. He's their version of Junious Thomas. There is a flag on the return, and Loyal Patterson still on his feet. We're not sure how much this one's going to stand. Man goes in motion. That's Reynolds. Wilkinson. He's going to try to keep it himself. Right across the middle and still on his feet as he breaks the plane for the 9-yard quarterback keeper.
Big hole to try to dig themselves out of.
That kick was nearly blocked.
Backfield with Roper tonight.
They sling it out to Winters, who instead of lining up in that backfield, goes out and catches it now from the 27. Exactly 10 yards on that first down. Here's another one to Blake Winters. Here's another First Southern Bank first down. And then some. Across the 40, now across the 30. Reverses field, still on his feet. Stiff arming and get to the 20. And boy, did Marion. Flanked in the backfield by Hazell and Thomas. They give it to Hazell, and he's across the middle for a First Southern Bank, the quarterback for this short yardage situation. He's going to keep it himself, and he goes untouched, falling forward, and they push the right button as he falls in to that gold A in Marion and makes it to his left. Winters plows his way forward, and the right play call again, the timeout. 21-15, Winters had the 2-point conversion as well. Wilkinson dumps it off to Reynolds. He turns on the Jets. He gets out to the outside, and Collinsville will be within the 10-yard line after another big play. One against Marion here in the first half. Low snap. They hand it off. Dyer trying to find the end zone, and he does. And all night long, every time, starting to mount as Marion, a team that a couple of years ago started 4-0 and lost the last 5, starting to feel the pressure. And we go into the half with Collinsville coming into Wildcat Stadium here on homecoming and taking a 28-15 halftime lead. Our goal back to receive, and it's a good one. The line drive kick goes through the hands. They got to pick this up now. And Marion with a chance to pin them deep, and they do. And maybe that, they do hand it off. It's Stewart, and brought down for a loss. Hudson Wade, then 8 in Broomfield times this season. 6 receivers this time. They swing it out to Max Wade, who follows a blocker on the wide receiver screen and turns on the Jets. Max Wade on homecoming is going to go 74 yards to the house. And Max Wade just entered the conversation with one play for the Hub Recreation Center player of the game. And one offensive play was all the Wildcats needed in the second half.
And man, that's got to feel good for him. He got it.
Hold is good, kick is good, and Roper to Max Wade for 76 yards. All of a sudden makes it a 28-22 game thanks to Mike Lander. They will just kick it away. I almost thought we were going to see an onside. Gage and I talked about it during the break. Collinsville botches the return again, but this time they're able to make something out of it. There is a flag on the play. This one might be coming back, as I might add. They hand it off. Stewart breaks the plane, and Collinsville in that way all night tonight. Kick is up and good onto the roof at the head. Now from the 28, Roper backing up. Now he's got Thomas with space. Thomas is going to turn on the Jets. He's got the first down and stiff arms his way out of bounds. So Junious Thomas back. Now he rolls, looking, steps up, wants Thomas.
Wow.
And a heck of a catch on that far side for Junious Thomas.
And I mean, like we've seen,
receiver set for Roper. Marion up to the line quickly. Steps into one, wants Thomas, and who else but Junious Thomas. 30 yards to the house. And Marion's offense comes back with a blow of their own. And point game, so why not? Broomfield, this time stuffed, and they can't get the tush push either. They go back to him, this time with room. Marcus Hazell with the first Southern Bank first down. And good play calling there to keep it on the ground. Roper has to get rid of it. Thomas caught it on his shoestrings. Now stays on his feet. He's going to still be on his feet. Somehow still moving the pile. Roper rolling out, steps up, wants Hoffman.
Good ball.
What a pass! Logan Hoffman, what a catch. Hoffman out to the left. They go to Hazell. Big hole across the middle. And he finds the house for a touchdown. And now a 1-point game. 5 seconds into the fourth quarter, we are tied, courtesy of the Anderson Boys Trash Service. Drops back to pass. Steps into one. He's got Patterson for the first down. Blake Winters and company trying to bring him down. He's still on his feet. Finally brought down at the 25-yard line. Matt Reynolds is going to try a 40-yarder. Wide left.
Wow.
Roper under pressure. They hit his face mask, and then he found Max Wade. Max Wade again on homecoming for the second time. Right one to the left. They go, no play action. Junious Thomas on the screen pass. Junious Thomas gives Marion the lead with the homecoming house call as he stands up as he trucked a Collinsville defender on his way in. Point after, Adkins is on the rough and good as it bounces. Collinsville is here for homecoming. Marion lost 57-0. The flea flicker with the game on the line. Picked off! Blake Winters picked it off. Game-sealing interception. Blake Winters. And Marion's gonna win it. Marion's gonna win it. Blake Winters, the season. That is a stat to circle if you're keeping track at home. Blake Winters is going to take a handoff, and he's going to go to the house. Blake Winters had the ceiling interception, and Marion's saying, if you're not going to let us steal it, we're going to take it 85 yards to the house.
It's coming back because of the block.
Oh, man.
I mean, either way.
I bet our guys at home like that one in the comments down below. And let Marion have their touchdown.
Okay.
There's a Christmas gift from Collinsville. So Blake teams that has haunted the senior class and Coach Dunning over the last 3 years. After losing to Collinsville as sophomores on homecoming 57-0. Marion wins tonight 48-35 in one of the craziest high school football games you'll ever see.